free tonight for them. But under the umbrella of movements for Mohbad, also known as Justice for Mohbad, is cool and warm for them. Now, I have said this numerous times. Under that umbrella, we have Judas. Thousands of Judas, but as this movement continue, we will be seeing them one after the other. By their fruits, we shall know them. By what comes out from their mouth, we shall know them. Why? All the time that we are closing and we are hedging forward to get the answer, to get the justice that we are asking for. Those who claim to be justice for Mohbad, they try to pull us back. And this is not the first time, it's not the second time, and it's not going to be the last time. Why distraction? Why distraction all the time? And some of these people claim to be seeking justice for Mohbad, but we can tell they are not really seeking justice for Mohbad. They are distractions. They are the Judas of our time in justice for Mohbad. Literally means a betrayer. Literally means a betrayer. Why do they continue to be dragging us back? What has Arifa done? What has Arifa done? These are the people on the ground. One way or a lot of threats coming from different angle. Petition is coming from different angle. And when somebody decided to send money to them or give them a gift, it's not a crime. And these people who are dragging us, how many of them contributed money for spending? How many of them contributed money for Prime Boy? Why are they so agitated to have the balance? Those who contributed money, if you want your money, bring out the money, the receipt we want to see. We will pay you back. We will pay you back if you can provide your receipts. The money you contributed, either for Prime Boy or spending, bring your receipts out. We will pay you back for free. If you can prove to us with your receipts, we will pay you back. Is it because we contributed money for the bail of Prime Boy and spending? Why are you dragging those people all the time, including some of the hosts? You are dragging them. It got to a point, I was being told that they asked one of the hosts to go and meet Prime Boy's mother. What is your own problems? Why are you calling another host to go and meet Prime Boy's mother to go and get a receipt or a bank statement? Why can't you send your own people over there to go and meet Prime Boy's mother? Please, this is time, there's no distraction. This is why we keep telling you, before you go, you have a freedom of movement. A freedom of movement that I mean is that you can go to any platform that you think that is good for you. But you need to check so that you will not be poisoned. You have your conscience to decide where you want to go. But at the same time, please, when you are sharing live, know the lives of the platform that you are going to be sharing to other, not all the lives on this platform you will be sharing. You can decide wherever you want to go. But if you go there, your mind might be poisoned. I will only advise you have the freedom to move from one platform to another. But when you are moving, please beware of your mind, your heart, so that your mind, your heart will not be poisoned, destroyed. And the point is this: those people who are destroying people, they thought that they are perfect. They are not perfect as well. The likes of Arifa, it will make a mistake. Well, when he comes out from his mistake, or maybe if he fall down and he gets up again, why are you criticizing him? You that you are dragging them up and down, are you perfect? Everything that you are doing, are you perfect? Is it right? The answer is no. Why do you continue to be dragging people? And some gullible people as well, join them as well. Some panelists, some commenters. It's true that we have the freedom of movement. Please, let's use our intelligence, our brain wisely. Please, that is why when they call upon me, something is happening in this platform, I will just tell them I don't need to go because I have the truth within myself, our wisdom, with our knowledge. They did nothing. They are just waiting. Okay, let's see what they want to do. When they make noise, when they tire, we are going to push everything under the carpet. That is what they have been doing for the last 5 months. But immediately, Breakin took over. What happened? They comes out. They gave us 10 weeks. 1 week is gone. It's gone already. Another second week is coming up now. You understand me? That means, wow, what they want to hide before, there's no place for them to hide anymore. And I've said this to you. Those who commit that atrocity, they are not in government, but they are friends of government. They are a friend of government. But the way things stands now, the government have no choice than to remove their hands. You understand me? That one is certain. Please, let's continue. Let's continue with what we know that is best for justice for Mohbad. Mohbad is there, is lying down. Nothing is wrong with him. He's lying down. Mohbad was the first person to be exhumed. He will be the first person as well to be buried for second time. It's another record, breaking record. Mohbad has been a case study now. Even now they are using it in university. They are using it at Polytechnic as a case study. And we, parents, father, mother, single, we should be able. What have we learned so far from this Mohbad case? Do we just come here to come and make noise? Tap, 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 tap. Do we just here to come and give a gift? Do we just come here to come and listen? We should be able to take one thing or two things from this Mohbad case. Exactly. We should be able to take something because this case is a global case. A lot have happened on this case. We should be able to learn a vital lesson, a vital points to pick out from this Mohbad case. Please, let's continue. Let's continue to seek for the justice. And I'm going to mute my mic in a few minutes. Please, this is a justice for Mohbad. No more distraction. If you want distraction, go there and join them. Don't bring them here. Don't bring them here. But be mindful, if you go there, you join distraction for justice. What do you want to gain there? It means there you are just going there to sit down and waste your time, waste your energy.
So cheche pole.
You understand? Please, this time, no distraction. If they call you tomorrow, somebody collected money. Can you just tell them that you don't want to listen? Or what you want to listen to is justice for Mohbad. This is our main goal. This should be our goal. Nothing more. All what we want to know is justice for Mohbad. You understand me? If they have a proof, let them go to the police station and tell the police. You understand me? Because nobody is forcing anybody. They are doing it out of love. When you give somebody, you give out of love. Nobody is forcing anybody. Please continue saying no distraction for justice for Mohbad. Because sometimes when I look this distraction, could you means that those who are causing distraction, they don't want us to get justice? Sometimes that's the way I think.
Right.
Sometimes that's the way I think. Why all the time we are closing to justice? The issue that have died, is it a crime for we to continue to be discussing for justice? Another point is this. When a member of justice is seeking for help, is it a crime? It's not a crime. Part of those who would think that they can be of help with justice, and when they seek for help, maybe one of the hosts seek help for them, that they should help them. Is it a crime? It's not a crime. It's not a crime. It's not a crime. They will live somewhere. They will do daily activities in their lives. These people, they can't walk the way they have been walking before they were being arrested and detained for 3 months or 4 months. They live on us. And I will say to everybody, if they call upon you, they themselves, if you like, you want to help them, help them. It's a choice. If they call one of the hosts and the host tells you, you understand me, if you be in a way you want to help them. We don't pray for any one of them to die young. We don't pray for any of them to die young, because we believe that these 3 people, they have a lot to say. The likes of Prime Boy, spending, the nurse. They have a lot to say regarding to the justice that we are seeking for. And if in any way you want to help them freely, out of love. You understand? It's not compulsory, but you can do it out of love. Please, let's help them. The other side, all what they want is that the 3 people should continue to be suffering. And when they continue to be suffering, they think they can buy them over. And don't forget, I will remind everybody, the time that we contributed money, we are contributing money, and we are doing our best to bail Prime Boy out. Do you remember what happened then? They start #free spending from the injustice camp. free spending from the other camp. The time that we are contributing money to build Prime Boy, what it does is that hashtag free spending. Do you see? Because they knew, they themselves, that, oh, if they free these people, they have things to say about the justice for Mohbad. Arifa, unmute your mic, please. Do you remember when we are contributing money for Prime Boy to be released? Do you remember that the other camp,
unshakable, will remain undountable and will remain very focused? Well, I did a lot of work and a lot of persuasion, conviction, and look, I've never done that since the beginning of this justice for Mohbad. But today, it was like the hell was almost let loose. Just because, let me agree with them by little mistake or error by one or two persons, which is normal as human beings. I am not saying one is culpable or one is not culpable of anything. Even if you try to call me a thief, because of what I am fighting for, I will look or I will hear and take it as if you are not referring to me. But I might still come back after I've gotten to my target to now address it. But while I move and we're like trying to, you see, what amused me, what surprised me so much is that we do some things without weighing the consequences of our actions. And this is very damaging and very shocking. I wouldn't have expected you, I would have expected you not to even refer to anyone, but you did it as a preamble before you now went into the real battle of justice for Mohbad, which I appreciate. But according to what you have said, let there be no distraction. Let there be no distraction. Even if a house is trying to be divided, let's stay focused and don't give attention to anything. Because, you see, like some few weeks ago on a platform, one audio or video shot was sent. One or two persons here can testify to it or can take me up, because I don't, neither do I hide under any shadow of any can you buy? No, but I apply wisdom in anything I do or anything I say. I apply wisdom. I weigh the consequences of everything around me before I do it. Now, like 3 weeks ago or thereabout, an audio conversation of Prime Boy surfaced. It was played on one of our favorite platforms. Yeah, they now played it. I said, please, I don't trust all this with the level of technology and the level of our exposure on digital operations. I said, I don't trust this thing, no. Let's ignore and stay focused. Prime Boy is one of us. People were saying, no, Prime Boy must this, Prime Boy must that. For what he said, for this that he's saying, I was begging. I was like, please, let's leave this. I know this thing. Let's give it a time. Let Prime Boy come out and say, yes, I said it. Then we might hold him responsible for it. But all this, somebody trying to like join voices together. Please, let us avoid it. The thing was sent to me. It was played over and over. At the end of the day, they thought Prime Boy was working for me, but it came out all point blank that even the boy is a very good material and a very good a very good weapon for the justice for Mohbad. Because if you are called upon, we will just give report in the court of law as mo rí pé, mo gbọ́ pé, àbí mo kà pé, àbí pé nǹkan pé. None of us is an eyewitness. And what the greatest and the best thing in the court of law that the judge will give consideration to above anything are eyewitnesses. When you say something and it's established that you are an eyewitness, it gives you a grade of fact, higher grade of fact than reported speech. So with that, I need to farabalẹ̀ weigh the consequences of our action. When the issue of dragging came on board, I was like, well, what took me, as in what caught my attention was when somebody was narrating Baba, and like, oh, can you please, let's stop going to that side. If you have an issue, discuss the issue, let's move. I said it, I left. And it got to the level of dragging one another. Please and please, let no one drag anybody. Let's stay focused. It was at that period, a lawyer called me and said, sir, all these your people are doing, can you call them to order? They are discrediting our witnesses. And our witnesses are vital in this case. If you discredit them in public, it might affect or it might have adverse effect on the case if they are presented as witnesses in the court of law. It shocked me because I will never compromise justice for Mohbad for anything. Not for anything. Because I know what I have put in. Everybody knows what he or she has put in. Financially, morally, physically, every area of our life, we have invested one thing or the other just to get this justice. I went, please, oh, this is it. Let's just lower and be quiet on this. But everybody was like, well, trying to be aggrieved. But what provoked me most was that somebody said, what am I saying is that should this particular person continue to support the justice for Mohbad or what? I said, look, everybody in this race is important. We need everybody. We should not segregate. But you can decide not to at least financially deal with people or deal with anyone. But on justice of Mohbad, nobody should be shut down. Everybody is playing fantastic roles. We are all useful. Only that we need to accommodate and try to moderate our activities. Arifa, please and please, let's stay focused. No matter what, there is nothing like EFCC. Because someone was saying this and that, but nothing like that. Because I don't want to look at your flaws. I don't want to look at your mistakes. I focus on the areas you have been fantastic. I look at the areas where you have called me in the middle of the night, trying to have conversation with me on certain issues. I remember, and I always put forward when you call me very early in the morning. because of the fire of justice for Mohbad that will not make you to sleep. That you call me. How is it? I'm rushing there. I'm doing this. I'm about this. And yours is not by mouth. You act with it. Verified. I don't want you, even if anybody speak bad about you, rẹ́rìn sí wọn, bá wọn ṣeré, consider them pé well, oye wọn ni. Because my mom told me one thing, and that has always been my pillar, the pillar of my thought. Pé ibi tí èèyàn bá gbọ́n mọ́, ibẹ̀ ló sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. It is to the level of your knowledge that you speak. If I am more knowledgeable than this, I will speak better. If you are more knowledgeable than this, you will speak better. I cannot force myself. I cannot force my intelligence beyond the limit of how I'm being given. You will see that somebody will want to address certain issue with you, very small issue. That's the level of their understanding. But please, no matter the provocation, please look away and stay focused. Let us bond ourselves together. Even if they continue calling you out, by the time to ban receive one day, they will say, we did that if our thought will now come together and will become a united front. Because one thing I know is, the united we are, the faster we get the justice. If we continue to divide ourselves, the justice, we will still get it, but we won't be as fast as expected or as we can if we are united. Those who might be attacking one or two persons, over time, everybody will come to realize the fact that, well, we might presume or assume it as a mistake, but with a law, we are all humans. We are all humans. Chef Floss Kalukula discussed me. Something happened in the Bible, and it come an adulterous woman. When the judgment among the Jews was that whoever is caught will be stoned to death. What a man say, they have been doing it. But when Jesus Christ came, they took stone and they wanted to stone Mary Magdalene. Jesus said, who has never sinned should cast the first stone. It might not be injustice for Mohbad. Nobody is a saint in our area or in all our endeavors or in every area of our life. But we just need to forgive and forget because of Mohbad. If anybody has done it to an individual on a good day, you can treat the person for cup. But for the sake of justice for Mohbad, for this boy to get justice, let us look away and stay focused. Please and please, my brother. If you do it halfway and you walk back, tell the God join Lola to ba she delay. Any yellow magba glory to your bow. That is why when you start something, you don't look back. You might have run a race. Go today 1/10. Go 9/10 yellow sir. Saying 1/10 and any con join like TV to were discouraged or finish race here. You have run like 9/10 of that race. Nobody will praise you. Sorry, and it was 1/10 here to Saturday open last is the person that they will praise. So for this reason, don't be distracted. Don't let anybody push you against anybody. And don't let anybody, including myself, don't listen to attack this person, reply this person. Shape No. Even if they call you out, respond to them and say, I'm saying hi. I'm saying hi. I'm just greeting. My worry or let me. I'm a later. And tó bá léjò síyàn kéèyàn lékù sí tó bá yá òun gan ló máa look stupid unto himself. Please and please ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ọgbọ́n ṣe, ẹ jẹ́ ká lo làákàyè wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi maturity ká fi gbé. And on the other side, I will say, well, they can run, but they cannot hide. The justice we are praying for and we are working towards. However, you have said it. Surely the spirit of Mohbad is very strong. It's very strong. Táwọn bá ń lo ète láti dàárín wa rú. Spirit Mohbad ó ń dàárín, ó ń dànù wọn rú láti máa sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ àti láti máa jẹ́ ká mọ nǹkan tí Mohbad fẹ́ ká mọ̀. According to you, for a wife, a supposed wife, or let me say, an assumed wife, láti ra ẹnu kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ wípé kíní lè favour ọkọ mi lọ́la. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, that alone is enough fact and enough evidence láti jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé ọmọ yìí ó bá ọkọ ẹ̀ jà lójú ayé ó tún bàjà nínú lẹ́yìn ayé ẹ̀. Ó lè favour ọkọ mi lọ́la, which means you are already in a battle with the spirit of Mohbad. You are already in a battle. It's quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. In a space of Sherry, ó yẹ ká máa jubilate, ó yẹ ká máa celebrate ní gbogbo distraction yẹn ò kàn mí. Kí ló kó sí lẹ́nu tó fi sọrú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Kí ló kó sí lẹ́nu ó wá sáàrin wọn ó tún sọrú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Ó lè favour ọkọ mi lọ́la. It can favour my husband later on. And he said, ọ̀sẹ̀ yẹn náà ló tún sọ pé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ṣọkọ fẹ́ o. That may you never marry a wrong husband. Opening that mouth to say it, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, I wish Wunmi can subject herself for 1 hour question and answer. Let us ask her some vital questions. Agreed, you didn't kill your husband, but we want to ask you some questions. We want to ask you some vital questions because ó sọ pé ó la ẹnu ẹ, open her mouth. God, I've never seen such an audacity and such thing. Kíyàwó ó lè favour ọkọ mi lọ́la. Case yẹn lè favour nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn lè favour ọkọ mi lọ́la. So we should just try to ẹ jẹ́ kí inú wa máa dùn ká máa yọ̀ pé the spirit of Mohbad is fighting for us and fighting for himself, and God is always on our side. It's worth celebrating. It's what us being happy about. It's a very, very, very good thing. Prime Boy is challenging Wunmi that come and face me. Come and face me. And Prime Boy said, you are talking of DNA. This guy will not come out to do DNA just because of what they know Mohbad knew. Kò ní fẹ́ ṣe DNA yẹn, but whether she likes it or not, she will do it. That's what Prime Boy said.
Brexit.
Ma?
Level also.
So, Marando, please.
Mr. Guresi ẹjọ́ ó ti tó Nàìjíríà sọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́.
So we should just try to bring ourselves together and No more fighting, no more distraction. Stay focused. Arifa, my regards to you. Well, Westo too, after being dragged, is still one of a solid member in the family of Justice for Mohbad. We are not pushing anybody away. The only people that is not in with us are those people on the other camp. So no matter the little differences we have, we are still bounded by the spirit and justice for Mohbad. Thank you very much.
Auntie Aniki Shaya.
Ẹjọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad.
Èmi fẹ́ mo fẹ́ fall out ní ma ẹjọ́. Ṣé lè fún mi 1 minute
Ṣàtọ́lá ní
péré?
ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run.
I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. Mo fẹ́ fall out ní ẹ má bínú ẹjọ́. Arifa ṣó gbọ́.